Here's the bar that is perfection, and I'm going to work toward it until I reach it. You're not going to get there. And what that does in this little gap between where you are and your ideal of perfection is that you won't publish, you won't share, you won't finish the project, you won't start another project because you didn't finish this one, or you will, you'll start but never finish 15 projects. The Creative Spotlight with Emily Ulibarri, episode 19. Why finished beats flawless. Scene 1, take 1, action. Hey there, creative souls. Welcome back to the episode. Today, let's talk about perfection because, why not? Just kidding. I know I'm not perfect. In fact, there are 2 ways that we can use perfection. And I guarantee you, you are using one or the other. So let's find out which, because one of them can propel your creative journey forward beautifully, and the other one will hold you back. So let's take a look at which one you're using, and let's make some adjustments if we need to, right? So I want to share a line. It's actually a line that I've written in one of my shows. The show is called I Haunt You. And this darling romantic character that I play, her name is Rose. And she says, perfection is a thing we can talk about, but it's not really a thing we can have. And then this handsome man, her lover that she's speaking to, says back to her, and yet you still want it. And I really love that moment because I think it's true. It's true. Perfection is a thing we can talk about, but it's not really a thing we can have. And that's the premise under which we're going to figure out how you're using it. So the best way to use perfection to improve your creative workflow is to strive for it and know that you're never going to achieve it. And don't let that break you. That is not a failure. This is an idea of setting a bar really high for yourself, comfortably high, right? However high you'd like to set that bar, and you work toward it, and you work toward it, and you work toward it, and you get about here and go, it's time to publish this damn thing. Like, it's time to finish. It's time to show and share and tell, okay? If we use perfection the other way, the ineffective way, the way that will hold you back and it will not have you getting better. It will not have you creating and sharing your work, is to go, here's the bar that is perfection, and I'm going to work toward it until I reach it. You're not going to get there. And what that does in this little gap between where you are and your ideal of perfection is that you won't publish, you won't share, you won't finish the project, you won't start another project because you didn't finish this one, or you will, you'll start but never finish 15 projects, and you'll never share. And if you listened to any of my videos before, then you already know that there's 2 really important parts to the creative process. One is deeply internally yours. It is the you that's in the work. It is the you creating the work. It's for you. I have literal chills because the creative process is so rich and joyous, and so selfishly for me, I need it. I love it. I have to do it. And so do you. That's why you're watching right now. The second part of any creative process is the sharing. And this is where the selfishness falls away like a sexy little tearaway gown, and it becomes for everyone else. The work is not just yours. It's not yours to keep. It's yours to create with all your soul and passion, and then it's your responsibility to share it. So if you won't share your work because it's not perfect, then you are not completing the creative process, and you are robbing yourself and others of the joy and connection that comes from sharing your creative work. So we use perfection in one way and never in the other. Perfection is the bar that you hold high. You embody my beautiful character, Rose. Perfection is a thing we can talk about, but it isn't really a thing we can have. And yet you still want it. Go ahead and want it. Go ahead and work toward it. But stop creating, call it done, wrap it up, put a bow on it, and call it finished. Not flawless, but finished. And then you go happily on to step 2, which is sharing your work with the world. The world can be huge. It can be the internet ethers and everyone on the globe because you're a world-renowned artist. Or it can be your best friend. I encourage you to go a little bit farther beyond that because I think your work is more valuable than that, and you owe it to yourself and to others to share it. If you find yourself scared, step 2 can be scary, right? Because in step 1, we put so much soul work into it that sharing our work feels like a revealing of self. It's a vulnerable thing to share the work. Trust me, I know. Sometimes I think it's crazy that I love the stage so much because it literally is the spotlight. And it's vulnerable. I put all myself into it. So what if you judge it? What if you're mean to it? What if you think it sucks? Who cares? Because if there's a few of those bad apples, God bless them. They're apples. They have the right to be here. There are plenty more good apples whose hearts are going to fill up with love and joy and admiration and appreciation because you did share the work. I'm not just talking. I've lived this through lived experience. And what I can tell you through lived experience is that the fear of sharing will go away. And it instead will become anticipation and excitement for sharing. I have written and produced enough shows now that I know the joy of seeing our audience's faces, actually shaking their hand, hugging them, seeing the tears, the smiles, all the things that our soul-driven artwork created for them when we shared it. Now, had I been committed to achieving perfection, I would have never shared the work. And I know now for certain that that is selfish. And it's twofold selfish, because not only am I keeping the work to myself and denying them the opportunity to experience it, but it's not even self-serving actually, because the connection piece that you get to experience when you share your work is just as rich for you as it is for the people you're sharing with. It is essential. It is essential that you create for you from the soul and that you share the work for others and for yourself. Perfection will stop you dead in your tracks. So today the invitation is sweet and simple, but profound if you use it. Take an internal glance, examine your relationship to perfection. You should even have an emotional trigger to when I say the word. Take a deep breath. I want to be perfect. How does that resonate for you? Does it feel like, ugh, no, never? Does it feel like, well, yeah, I do? Like whatever it is, it's not a judgment. It's an observation of your relationship to it so that you can start to see if you're using perfection to your benefit to set a bar high so that every time you do a new creative project, you aim high and you get better and better. Or are you setting the bar high and not sharing the work because you won't achieve it? Because baby, I promise you won't. Perfection is an idea. It's not really a thing that we can have. And you know what? That's okay. So I invite you to put this process on. Please take 5 minutes and just close your eyes, say the word perfect or perfection, and examine your relationship to it. Make a switch if it would serve you well, and start changing your relationship to how you perceive flawless work. It ain't a thing, baby. It ain't a thing. Now you go do your creative work so that you can experience the joy of sharing it with the world. Mwah. See you in the next one.